Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for an AFC Divisional matchup as the Jacksonville Jaguars go on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in your 2022 NFL Divisional Round playoff game. I like commentary. And here comes the Jacksonville Jaguars, spearheaded by Doug Peterson, who won a Super Bowl alongside Andy Reid on the 1996 Packers. But tonight there is no Brett Favre.
Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
They're led by Trevor Lawrence, who last week pulled off the third largest playoff comeback in NFL postseason history when he turned
"Now go Chargers, go"
into
"And now no Chargers, no."
Over the course of the last 2 years, Jacksonville was the worst in the NFL, but they had the biggest turnaround coming into this season under Doug Peterson, a winning record and a division title, leading to a playoff victory, becoming the first team in NFL history to win a postseason game after having the worst record in the NFL the previous season. He's 5-2 in the postseason, looking to win his first championship in the AFC.
Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
3rd and 4 for Trevor Lawrence, looking down the field, pass sails, incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You could have seen this video early and ad-free. Make sure to join on patreon.com/Chiseled Adonis, and you won't have to worry about ads. What are you waiting for? Click the link in the description.
This is Kermit the Frog, and I am here today
to win a playoff victory and earn my 5th trip to the AFC Championship in a row, after leading the league in passing and also passing touchdowns as well. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. I'm a good frog.
2nd and 3. Here comes
Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes
looking over the middle, jump pass to Travis Kelce. He's at midfield. Now in Jacksonville territory, Mahomes over the middle, got boo-boo Juju Smith-Schuster, takes it to the 31-yard line. Couple plays later, handoff to Jerick McKinnon, picks up the first down, takes the Chiefs inside the 20. This man been on an absolute tear the last 6 games, scoring 9 touchdowns, the most in the NFL during that span. 3 plays later,
Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes looking towards the middle. He's on the move. He finds
Travis Kelce inside the 10, automatic first down, and we're officially in the Travis Kelce red zone, leading the league in red zone targets, catches, and touchdowns in a Kansas City offense that's number 2 in the NFL with a 69 percentile chance of scoring.
And Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes looking towards his right, dumps it off
to Travis Kelce, goes into the end zone for the score. The most dangerous man this close to the touchdown finds his way into the end zone, and the co-host of the New Heights podcast continues to destroy the competition this season. His 110 catches is 2nd most by a tight end in NFL history in a single season. His receiving yard, 4th most in NFL history, and his receiving touchdowns tied for 3rd most in NFL history. But none of this would be possible without his favorite frog, because it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
it's free real estate.
Jacksonville trailing 7-0 already, but on the ensuing kickoff, Jamal Agnew takes it out of the end zone 1 yard deep. He's got a seam, and the All-Pro is off to the races, gonna take it deep inside Kansas City territory to the 37. Magnificent field position for Jacksonville to start. Sunshine looking towards his right. He's got Christian Captain Kirk for 8-yard gain. Then the Clemson boys would start cooking with fresh grease. Hand off to Travis Etienne. He's gonna take the football inside the 15. Couple plays later, somebody get William Shatner on the phone, because Christian Captain Kirk finds the end zone. Touchdown. Jacksonville evens up the score at 7 apiece. Ensuing drive, Mahomes looking to answer 3rd and 6, and this man is still throwing jump passes. He's got Watson at midfield. Now in Jacksonville territory, 1st and 10, Mahomes looking to go down the field again. Slight jump pass. He's going to pick up 5 yards.
Okay, cut! All right, I've had it. Listen, stop.
Oh, Lord, Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes appears to be hurt.
My leg!
Upon releasing the football, a Jacksonville player would land on his ankle. It would bend inward, and it appears he's got an ankle sprain. It's gonna be okay, big bro. Just come hang out with me.
Nani?
Oh, hell no!
He'd refuse to leave the field, and on 3rd and 2, Jerick McKinnon would keep the drive alive and move the chains. At the conclusion of the first quarter, he'd head to the sideline to try to get taped up, because Kansas City's in field goal range. If Kermit the Frog can't go, Kansas City's in trouble. It's not a chip shot, but Harrison Butker has enough leg to connect on a 50-yard field goal as Kansas City regains the lead. Wait a minute. I closed out 2022 right, winning over $2,500 on Underdog Fantasy within 5 weeks. I'd love to see you win too.
What are you waiting for? Click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. And to make matters even better, users will receive a deposit match up to $100 if you use my code. If you put 100 in, they'll give you 100. You put 50, they'll give you 50. You put 20, they'll give you 20. You put 10, they'll give you 10. If that don't sound like a deal, I don't know what is.
Ensuing drive, here comes Jacksonville.
Jermichael Hasty. Let me hear it, T-Rock.
Tasty, hasty.
The Jags now in Chiefs territory. Play action fake for Trevor Lawrence. Looking towards his right. Got Evan Ingram. They pick up another first down. Following a penalty. 2nd and 15 for
Mr. Sunshine.
The sack would knock them out of field goal range, and on the very next play, 3rd and 19, Lawrence trying to extend the play, but he failed to find a man down the field. They're going to be forced to punt. So, Patrick, how does the tape feel around your leg?
It's a little bit tight, but I think I can still play.
I think we should take you to the back for further evaluation.
No!
For the love of God, hear me out, Patrick.
I want to play, and you're trying to send me to the locker room. You're not going to make me feel like I'm a good frog. I'm going to turn into a
Bad frog, bad frog.
You got to go to the locker room, Patrick.
All right, I've had it. Listen, stop. I'll never find out what makes people angry because nobody will stop long enough to talk to me.
Don't you talk about Henne!
With Mahomes in the locker room, Chad Henne takes the field to lead the Chiefs at their own 2-yard line. Yet another divisional matchup that Chad's got to see the field. Very first play, he's got Kelce for 6. Very next play, Pacheco gives them further breathing room and moves the chains. 2 plays later, look at Henne's happy feet. Man's look like he participating in Dance Dance Revolution at the 17-yard line. Pass ricocheted and nearly intercepted, but Jacksonville's hands are just for decoration.
I simply can't.
What happened to his hands? 3rd and 3, Jacksonville with a chance to get the football back, but Chad Henne finds Tony to move the chains again.
Tell Patrick to come up here. If he's not going to play in the game, I'll take care of him. Maybe a blowjob will make his ankle feel better.
He can just help me feed the baby.
Man, I'm not going up there. I'm trying to win a playoff game. This bitch talking about going and helping feed the baby.
Mahomes back on the sideline, but Henne still in the game. Finds Travis Kelce, fights for a first down.
Foul, foul.
Roughing the passer on the defense. They done speared Henne.
Don't you talk about Henne!
2 plays later, now in Jacksonville territory. Look at Pacheco. That brother run angry as hell. You would have thought his parents told him to take the meat out of the freezer, and man's completely forgot, and they're 20 minutes away. The Kansas City Bloods now in the swoop zone, 2nd and goal. Henne looking left, got Travis Kelce wide open into the end zone. 10-point lead. Doesn't matter if it's Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes, Chad Henne, Travis Kelce gon' eat. Now trailing by double digits, pressure on the shoulders of Jacksonville. Lawrence is going to launch it down the field. He's got Kirk.
I dropped it.
Damn it.
William Shatner's completely disappointed. What happened to Captain Kirk's hands? Luckily, Trevor Lawrence happened to have the item finder, and he helped Captain Kirk find his hands. They're now inside Chiefs territory. Very next play, he's got William Shatner back on his side as Captain Kirk once again is moving the football down the field. Next play, you know what time it is.
Jermichael Hasty. Let me hear it, T-Rock.
Tasty, hasty.
Puts Jacksonville in field goal range. 41-yard field goal attempt for Patterson. Puts it through the uprights, and it's good. 7-point game going into halftime.
You need a shout out? Book me on Cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis and get a shout out, birthday wishes, draft order for your fantasy football team. It don't matter. Book me. What are you waiting for?
How you feeling, Red?
Keep it 100. Outside of the men in the Kardashian-Jenner family, what other dudes do you know that grow up aspiring to be a socialite? Homie's brother on a leg and a half, and this dude dancing in the booth. Patrick, a better man than me. Homie would have been exiled from the family expeditiously. Look who's back on the field. Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes steps out to start the second half. But it's going to be quite the uphill battle because the last 4 games, Jacksonville's defense has allowed only 9 points in the second half combined. 3rd and 1, no doubt in my mind. Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes must have got off the phone with Kurt Angle because somebody must have taken painkillers. Mans is running on a bad foot. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10. Mahomes trying to find Kelce just out of their reach. They're going to be forced to punt. Last week, Trevor Lawrence exploded in the second half to lead lead Jacksonville to a legendary comeback. Can he do the same here today? This is where legends are made. 3rd and 7.
I guess not.
The Chiefs take the field once more, 3rd in the length of a micropenis, but they would fail to pick up the first down because they turned on TBS and they're participating in the Frank Costanza Challenge, cuz.
I stopped short.
Tail end of the 3rd quarter, Jacksonville desperately trying to get back into this game, but they can't seem to move the chain. Kansas City gets the football back. Mahomes takes the snap, looking to go down the field. He's got his man wide open. The Jags were social distancing themselves from Gray, and there's a first down in Jacksonville territory. Harrison Butker would put it in from another 50-yard distance, and Kansas City leads by 10 once more.
Well, I gotta take a shit. Here's some toilet paper.
Into the 4th quarter we go. 3rd and 6 for Sunshine. He's gonna take off running, picks up a first down for Jacksonville. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9. Chiefs can't seem to bring any pressure. Lawrence got Zay Jones wide open in Kansas City territory. Time for a little bit of trickery. Very next play, Kristen Captain Kirk on the move, gonna take it inside the 5-yard line. The Jags in the rouge-colored zone. Rosetta Stone, Haitian Creole, motherfucker. The Clemson boys come together to find the end zone as Lawrence hands it off to Etienne, and they cut their deficit down to 3. Momentum going back towards the Jaguars way, but Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes doesn't give a shit. He dumps it off to Travis Kelce, who takes it inside Jacksonville territory. He's got 14 catches today, the most ever by a tight end in a postseason game. Few plays later, Mahomes looking towards his left. He's got Juju Smith-Schuster's spectacular catch at the 24. I heard Kansas City's known for their burnt ends, cheesy corn, and chicken spiadini, not trucks! As Cardavius Coney runs over Janoris Jenkins and takes it to the 1. I'm gonna need all the Travis Kelce slander to stop right now. Give that man his respect. He is without question the best tight end in the league, and he can block. Maybe not as good as Kittle, but he can still block nonetheless. And look at Janoris Jenkins getting ran over. The Kansas City Bloods in the Swoop zone once more.
Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes looking towards the back of the end zone.
He's got Marquez, Valdez, Scantling to make it a 10-point game again. And whether he's playing on 2 legs, 1.5, or 1 leg, it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
It's free real estate.
You want to become an official member at Hold My Nuggets Incorporated? Head over to ChiseledAdonisShop.com and grab your merch. Stock is flying off the shelves. Get it before it's gone. Grab a hat. Let the people know your affiliation.
Momentum back on Kansas City's side. 7 minutes left to play. Jacksonville desperately needs to make something happen. Agnew once again on a spectacular return, but Butker gets him on the ground.
That nigga had me scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
What's crazy about the tackle is the fact that Butker actually missed. It was Agnew's leg that just so happened to hit this man's chin strap, leading to a touchdown-saving tackle. I know Agnew is sick right now. Nevertheless, under 7 minutes left to go. Lawrence needs to do something on 3rd and 10. He finds Ingram now inside Chiefs territory. Jacksonville has to move with a sense of urgency. Very next play, Lawrence got his man again. They're marching down the field in less than a minute. 3rd and 10 for Lawrence. He's going to use his legs. Tuck that shoulder. That's how the white man runs the football. First down, Jacksonville.
That's how a white man runs a football.
This game far from over. 1st and goal. Lawrence looking towards his right. He's got Agnew, but he's got Butterfingers. Fumbles on the play. It's Kansas City football. The pressure turned that man into a trans woman. He lost his balls, could not hold on to his testicles or the football, and Kansas City takes the ball away.
Down.
2 near touchdowns erased by Agnew himself.
The pressure is getting worse.
I cannot believe it.
Luckily for Jacksonville, their defense would show up and force a 3 and out, forcing Kansas City to participate in the Frank Costanza Challenge.
I stopped short.
Under 4 left to go. Sunshine's got a man. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Kansas City. Jacksonville went all game, damn near playing mistake-free football and a couple of miscues and drops. But when they needed the points, back-to-back drives end in turnovers. Waffle House stone-faced Trevor Lawrence is absolutely devastated as reality is starting to set in that Jacksonville may be going home in the divisional. How your offense have 2 turnovers in the last 3 plays?
Hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. Also, follow me on all social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Chiseled Adonis. Make sure you get your fix of all Chiseled Adonis content.
Welcome in the cold dark night.
2 minutes left to play. First down ends this game, but Jerick McKinnon would fail to move the chains. Kansas City's going to punt it back to Jacksonville. No timeout remaining for the Jags. 1st and 10, ensuing drive. 1 minute left to play. Lawrence got his man, and he gets out of bounds. Very next play, Sunshine takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's got his man again inside Kansas City territory to the 35. They've got to spike it. Attempts at the end zone would fail, so they'll kick a 48-yard field goal to cut it down to a touchdown deficit. Needing a recovery to stay in this game, the onside kick attempt would be nothing but a failure. As Tony falls on the ball, Kansas City gets the football back. They would knee out the clock. Jacksonville's Cinderella story comes to an end, and for the 5th straight year, Kansas City is headed back to the AFC Championship. And for the 2nd time this season, Andy Reid beats his former player as Doug Peterson takes his 3rd ever postseason L as his Jacksonville Jaguars would take out their Metro God and get aboard the L train. But their ride would be short-lived because they've arrived at Elimination Station and they go somewhere different. For their failures of taking advantage of an injured, wounded Mahomes, their failures of pulling off yet another legendary comeback, their failures of advancing to the AFC Championship for the first time in 5 years. Consider your names written down the death note because your dreams of contending in Super Bowl 57, your dreams of finally hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete.
Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Deletion.
You will rest in peace.
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh my god.